Welcome back to another Arena PvP video. Today we've got Zeratu vs Woonsa. This is a fight I've been wanting to see for a while. Just before I start this, I just want to show you guys this quickly. So I have now awakened Raki and I've got her to level 40. If you didn't see when I pulled her, then check the last summoning video we did. That was 4-5 stars summoned in an hour. It should be the video directly before this one. And a big thank you to Simi for summoning that for me. It's sort of reinvigorated my will to play this game, and yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. So the runes are a bit subpar. I've been farming B8 all day, and yeah, I can do B9, but I have to supervise it. So far I've got some semi-decent runes, but nothing too spectacular. Right, let's take a look at Woonsa. So first off, his leadership skill increases the defense of allied monsters by 33%. I'm not a big fan of that leadership skill, but given you're using a monster like Copper, he would scale really nicely with Woonsa, especially with his crowd control effects. So he's a HP type monster. He's got 12,000 HP base, which is way up there. He's got 700 attack, which is quite low. It's, you know, I'd say mediocre at best. But his defense again is quite low. You would need to probably stack some good substats in there to tank him up a little bit. And his base speed is very high, so this works especially with speed teams where he can crowd control the enemies and you can get a nuke in there to destroy them. So taking a look at his skills, he's got Yin and Yang attack, attacks the enemy with the power of Yin and Yang and puts the enemy to sleep for 2 turns with a 15% chance. The damage increases according to your max HP, so if you've got high HP on this guy, he's going to be dealing a fair bit of damage, especially as it scales off HP. Second skill, North Star Wisdom. So attacks the enemy 2 times with each attack having a 75% chance to remove a beneficial effect of the enemy and a 75% chance to block the beneficial effect granted on the target for 2 turns. So that's really good in itself. He's just going to crowd control them, he's going to block their beneficial effects, setting up for a nuke to destroy them, and he deals good damage if that wasn't enough. So his third part of that skill, the attack will always land as a crushing hit regardless of the target's attribute. Now I've looked this up, that means that he'll deal 40% of damage extra on top of his base move, but as it always lands as a crushing hit, you'd never know what the base is anyway, so that's quite funny. Right, I also read that the crit damage does not stack with crushing hits, so that means that the 50% damage modifier on critical hits will never apply to this skill, because that's what I've been reading. I'm not 100%, but it means that they don't stack up together, so you can't get 90% extra damage. Just something I read. So the third skill, Inhale Magic, it steals a beneficial effect again, and an HP equivalent of 15% of your max HP from each confronting enemy. So he's got a nice AoE skill there. Wipes beneficial effects again. When set up in the right team, this guy is going to be fucking nightmare. So if you guys have anything to say on that, drop it in the comments below. I'd love to hear what you think about the crushing hit and critical hit stacking. That's quite interesting. So let's get on to the fight. Oof, I was feeling a bit flustered about this one. So the way I've done this video, guys, is a bit different from normal. I've sped all of the fight footage up just a bit because there was a lot of pausing, there was a bit of lag. So I've got the speed lead here and I'm just redubbing the audio. So first off, I was going to go for either Annabelle or Woonsa. Now I'm thinking Annabelle because she's got the defense break. Usually they're not that tanky, and as you'll find out in a second, she was quite tanky. I dealt barely any damage to her. And the you know, the speed lead didn't really make too much difference because this guy's built his team as a sort of a wall. So we'll use triple crush and hit Annabelle down. Amuse my team, and I'm going to try and get the defense break on Annabelle now. So as you can see, there's quite a bit of pausing there. It's better that this is sped up a bit. So I didn't get the defense break on her. That's kind of annoying. That was mainly down to my team not actually resisting from the enemy's part. So we'll hit her again, and Theomars is getting quite low. And because of his ability to stay alive afterwards, I think I'll get the healing before then, and I just hit Woonsa then, and he didn't actually have that much HP, or either that or his defense is so low it just went straight through, because I dealt quite a lot of damage to him. So let's soften up Woonsa as well. So the thing I love about Theo is he's getting his first skill. Okay, that was 9.7k, it's not bad. His first skill scales off of the Tailwind move here. It's attack speed based, and Chaesoon's Amuse powers his attack damage up even further. So that's what I love about him. This guy obviously either has a lot of defense or HP, because usually I'm hitting like 15 to 25k with my Theomars, so I don't know. But as you can see there, Chloe's used her shield, and we've killed Woonsa. So we didn't really get to find out how good he actually was. He did put some defense break on. What was that? Was that from Annabelle? It might have been Annabelle, I don't know. So that's a bit disappointing. Now my concerns are just finishing the fight. I'm always going to save Camilla for last. I never attack them because of her ability to get rid of harmful effects. And the Annabelle's going down in health now, so we'll kill her quite quickly. She's not going to be too much of an issue. So Theo's right on his last legs really. One turn and I can heal him back up. So hopefully we get that turn in before. So hopefully, I already know what's coming, but I'm just re-commentating over it. And Annabelle's dead now. Okay, so Theo went first, which is not good. But he's got just a tiny bit of health left, so when he gets hit in this next move, he's going to survive it, and Chaesoon will power him up again. It's what makes this combo so deadly. Okay, so he's on his last legs. Chaesoon's time to heal. And there we go, my team's back up to optimum fighting ability. So we'll use Tailwind now. And really, I've just got to get rid of that Chloe as soon as possible, and then I can focus on the Camilla. So there goes Chloe, she's down quite fast. This is going to be a bit of a hard fight. This is part of the reason why it took so long before I sped the footage up. And it's still going to take a little while, unfortunately. So triple crush. I'm going to try and get the defense breaker on Camilla, and I'll use my team just to weaken her really, because there's no way I'm going to keep those defense breaks on her with her passive. So I'm dealing next to nothing compared to his tank Miller's defense. Yeah, it's just wearing her down really. And this is what I always do when I'm fighting Camillas. Just gradually wear them down. If I'd have lost a nuke here, I'd have probably lost this fight. Or it would have gone on for ages and would have probably ended up as a draw. So just, yeah, a matter of just wearing her down really, and hoping if your team's speed setup's right, then your nuke goes straight after the defense break before his Camilla goes, and that way you can take them out quite easily. But with my runes, no, we're doing it the hard way. So yeah, just really, by this point, to be honest with you, it's over. I could just auto it here, and I will in a second. Just hit that auto button to finish the fight off. So because of his power up here from the Tailwind and regular damage, I was using his Mega Smash skill, and even using that with the power up, it dealt next to nothing. 4.4k, that's almost the lowest I've ever seen him hit before. As I said, usually on a weaker opponent he's hitting 20-25k. And that's pretty much it for this fight. There's nothing he can do. His health dwindling gradually, so that's good. But yeah, Woonsa, I mean, great monster. I would fucking love a Woonsa. I'd set that up really well with his speed team. You could even make use of his passive, as I said earlier, put copper in there. Defense, tank monsters. My Mei Hu Wang would go pretty well with him, I would say. But that's the end of this fight, guys. I'm not going to continue the fight because of how long this one took. I hope you've enjoyed the video, and we'll see you in the next Gaming Bants or a Mega Carry video. Like, comment, subscribe as always. If you dislike it. See you later, guys.